Thank you for joining me. This is the Spiritual Princess, and I wanted to do a video about protection from evil, negative, or dark spirits that are trying to attack or bother. As a psychic medium, I've had to deal with this my whole life, because when you are able to, speak with the dead, you attract good and bad spirits. My guides say the best thing to do is to pray for protection as often as possible. That will help prevent these dark beings from wanting to latch on. The more you work with angels and prayer for protection, the better. And I've mentioned this before in my other videos, but this is the one tip and point that I can make that will really help somebody not have something negative or evil want to bother them or want to latch on. Most people aren't religious, I get it, but you have to have a belief in the other side, as in whether it's God or whoever. Angels, because angels do protect. I have seen them with my own eyes. Of course, as a medium, I can speak to them as well as, regular dead people. So that's the one tip that I can make, and one point I can make is just, you have to have a faith in something bigger than yourself. And that's where prayer comes in. And like I said, I know a lot of people aren't religious, and seems to be, it's such a controversial subject, but prayer and angels and that belief that they will help you in a time of crisis or need, that's the most important thing I can tell you. Now, if it's just a spirit that wants help or to be acknowledged, it doesn't mean it's evil or dark, but you can tell it to leave and explain to them that you cannot help them, because that's what they're going to be looking for. And that's why they'll misbehave, slam doors, make noises, just kind of mischievous things they can do. But no matter what, you must take ownership of your space and let that spirit know as nice as possible that it's no longer living in a physical body, and therefore they need to move on to complete their journey. Now, if you're under a physical attack by something negative, dark, or evil, the best thing to do is try to stay calm, because fear will only make it stronger, especially if it has shown itself to you. It wants you to be scared. So in a firm voice, tell it that it's not welcome around you or anyone you know. You have to be strong and you have to be firm. Sometimes that's all it takes to get it to leave. If it's really dark or evil, it will not listen to you. That dark energy will do what it can to stir up trouble by feeding off your worst fears or traumas, even your memories of something horrible that might have happened to you. If you are living in pain or you're suffering, these dark, evil spirits will attach to you, or at least they'll try. They can change your mood or personality, and they can also affect those around you. If you or someone around you, including your pets, are acting out of character, then you probably have a dark being in your presence. If you were stern and it didn't leave, you need to ask the archangels and your guides to remove it from your space. And if that doesn't work, which it usually does for me, but I have a very strong faith in my guides and angels, and I know not everyone does. So it might not work for the average person. You can do a salt burning ritual, which pretty much bans any and all negative beings out of the space. And I do have a detailed video on my Patreon if interested. I'll add the website in the description below. And if none of that works for you, it's time to get outside help. So try contacting mediums who aren't afraid of dealing with the negative spirits. You can also call in a person from the church or even a demonologist who specializes in the removal of those kind of dark, evil beings. You know, they can be human or non-human. And I'm not trying to scare anyone here, but as a medium and dealing with this my entire life, I've seen it all. And this is very real. There are dark beings out there, and if you're a person who lives on the negative side of life, so like you're always down or always believe bad things are going to happen to you, or maybe you live in fear, or like attracts like. So those negative beings will see you and they'll try to attach themselves to you just to feed off of you, which could make things a lot worse for the person. You can also make holy water and spray it around to protect places like bedrooms, your cars, your homes, any space. And I also have a detailed video on my Patreon on how to make your own holy water. So again, if you want to join that, it's a small fee. And I have a lot of videos like that, how to do stuff like that and really get rid of stuff. But you should always do, the salt burning ritual to any new place that you move into, because like I said, it clears all negative energy in that location, because you don't know what was there before you. What if there was a family or a husband and wife that did nothing but fight? Or what if there was a crime that was committed there? All of that residual negative energy would be stuck in that space. So you need to get it cleared out. Normally when I move into any place, I make sure I do a salt burning ritual. I also make holy water and I spray it around everything, because the holy water will protect your space. I have had spirits appear on my Ring doorbell before, where they've stood on my porch and you could hear them wiggling my door handle, trying to get inside. But they can't, because my home is highly protected against any spirits that are not my guides, angels, or loved ones. I could hear them shuffling their feet, even talking about not being able to get in my house. And again, as a medium, I have to do a lot of protection, or these spirits would bother me 24 hours a day. So if you are somebody who needs help or my advice, feel free to email me, and I'll put the email in the description below. And also, if you want to get on Patreon for more advanced training, that's up to you. I just hope nobody has to chase a bad spirit out. But I'm here if you need more advice. And I have had to deal with spirits my entire life. And I have to deal with the good and the bad. So I've experienced pretty much everything in my years of being a medium. And that's why I wanted to do the video. It's not really to scare people. It's just to let you know that you have the power. All living people have the power to get rid of this stuff. Don't believe that you only need a priest to come in and do it. If you're a strong person and you stand up and take ownership of your house, your space, whatever, then normally you can get rid of them just by being firm and saying, hey, you're not welcome here. You don't belong here. I will not tolerate it. I will find somebody to banish you if you don't leave. Be serious. Because if not, if you have a really negative attachment, I've seen it where people's pets have gotten possessed. So an attachment can happen to anyone in the home or your space. Could be a work situation. I just want people to be empowered. That's the reason I wanted to make the video. So if you made it this far, I wish you nothing but good luck. Have a great day or night. Love and light.